For Favola, beautifully nudged out by Bradshaw.
Free kick.
Oh, hands in the back.
I'd love to see this again, because Pep virtually stopped halfway through the contest.
Yeah, still hands in the back, mate. Not allowed to put them there.
Hands in the back. The hand brushed the back. It wouldn't have squashed the fly.
Soft.
Wouldn't have squashed the fly. I know it's the rule, and I'm not arguing against it, but...
he didn't so much push him, he just braced himself as Favola stopped.
The rule is hands in the back, Steve.
His hand touched his back.
How long does it take you to learn the rule?
I don't like it. Favola.
There is a football god.
Took the words right out of my mouth, Rob.
Well, you've got to earn a kick, don't you?
Yeah.
Anyway.
So McGrath does the kicking in.
Crowd trying to lift the Lions here quarters with a bit of a chant.
Motting to Sheldon. There's been a fairly flat crowd so far. A lot to cheer about. Favola.
Yeah. And there's Bradshaw in the back line, the go-to man inside 50 for the Brisbane Lions. You can just see Brown 5 times just dominating. He's the focus. Brett Ratton would be aware of all of those statistics, so he'd have players putting the squeeze, other players putting the squeeze on Brown.
Chris Judd has it put it out on the full? No, it's off hands for a throw in. Well, Henderson's probably the man that could do the job, you know, size-wise on Favola.
Well, in the end, Vossi has to decide whether he's going to roll the dice or not. Fev's only kicked the 1 goal, but he could have kicked 4 or 5 with the opportunities that he's had.
It's more what they don't have at the other end, isn't it?
Mm.
And they're the decisions that they're paid the big bucks for, Hutto. Vossi be thinking about it. What am I going to do? Am I going to swing Bradshaw back into the forward line? Have a 2-pronged attack? If I do that, maybe I expose our defence, and Fev runs right, kicks a couple of goals. Carlton get their tail up in a low-scoring game, and everyone will think I'm a dolt.
Brown pumps it back inside 50. Oh, Favola too good for Bradshaw.
And the thing is,
he's had plenty of opportunities, hasn't he?
If Fev, and he could have kicked 4 by now, but if Fev, say, gets another couple of goals...
50. That's going to help.
Well, this is a certainty now. But if Fev gets another 2 or 3 goals, you've got nothing to lose.
No, it's not winning anyway.
The decision's made for you.
It's just who do you put on him? That's the tough decision.
So 50 against McGrath for running through the mark. Favola will kick his second, and Carlton will lead by 17.
And as we said, you know, Drummond's injured. No Patfull and Merritt. Take Bradshaw out. It really is a thin back line then.
So 2 goals, 2 to Brendan Favola. It's Carlton by 17 points as Brendan gets involved in the Brisbane discussion. So how long will Brisbane persist with Bradshaw as McGrath runs straight through the mark? There you see it. Lapse in concentration, and Carlton have a very handy 17-point buffer. Hampson having a spell on the ruck. As the Lions work it forward, here's Brown again against Thornton. Brown follows up nicely to Brennan, who stabs the kick magnificently. He just stabbed at that. He did his second. He just conjured something out of nothing.
Let's not underestimate the effort of Jonathan Brown to trap the footy with one hand, brings it to the front, and then flips the handball to Brennan. And it was a terrific snapshot, but the work of Brown, absolutely first rate.
Well done, Brown. Well done, Bradshaw. Brisbane's first goal in 36 minutes.
And have a look at Brown. Body work, left hand, keep the ball in front, protect the footy, get the quick hands to Jared Brennan. He finishes off. Excellent bit of play by the Brisbane captain.
Lions controlling the footy. They were going the wrong way, though, so the turnover made it extra dangerous. Greg Betts just couldn't reel it in. Under pressure, Henderson straight into Judd. Blues lock it inside 50. Interesting to hear the instructions from Favola.
Except him.
Yeah. Forwards out, leave some room for me. He's away from the square at the moment. Seen Houlihan sending it into O'Halpin. The big Irishman in his 50th. He's worked out what to do after 50 games. It's a goal.
Favola gave a few instructions. Juddy gets the handball. And up his alley, the kick, Hutto. He likes to have a bit of a flying kick at the footy. That's the old Irish game coming to the fore. And you can see Fev getting into the young Brisbane player there.
Unlike Fev to be playing something up for all it's worth and being the centre of attention, but the Blues are smiling. Helping in his 50th. Terrific article today in the Herald Sun in Melbourne about the battles of Satanta O'Halpin. Had his injury worries. They couldn't work out what the problem was. They fixed him up, and after his early dramas with Cameron Cloke, he's back in the team, and he's kicked a goal in his 50th. And so the Blues are up and about tonight. Garlett missed his moment there. This is Sheldon, a former, or a son of a former Blue champion in Kenny Sheldon.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, he's in trouble, Riscatelli. No, that interpretation's another one that they...
Didn't drag it in. You're holding that in. Thanks, Bev. Let him up, let him up. Let him go now.
Being a little bit more lenient with his little rumble in the goal square after the last goal. Hampson. Scotland and Murphy contrived to take it over the boundary line. Everyone's falling down here, looking for free kicks.
Favola playing a bit further up at the moment, and O'Halpin down in the goal square. And he's on the inexperienced Lockie Henderson.
No room for Rich tonight.
Just the 5 so far, Anthony.
Yep.
And there's O'Halpin, top of the goal square. Henderson, his opponent.
And Fisher's also at 50, but Fev's...
Well, Fev's got himself involved in the game, Hutto, which I think's really good. He's got fired up. He's got plenty to say. He's getting a few kicks.
Gibbs with the rainmaker to full forward. Again, the pushing and shoving. Fisher cops some friendly fire. Murphy. Fisher recovers in time to jag it on the left boot and does it in grand style. And the Blues are on fire at the Gabba. 23 points the difference now.
Well, the thing you like about it, they haven't got 5 or 6 forwards inside the forward 50. There's only been 2 or 3. So when the ball comes in like that, they've got a wave of Carlton midfielders running towards goal. And a quick handball sets a teammate up. That was a brilliant snapshot by Fisher. I reckon the message to Fev would be a positive one about you're involved in the game. You're giving us plenty of aggression in that forward 50. The opposition are worried about you. Well done.
Yeah, it's been excellent. It's Carlton doing the business there in front by nigh on 4 goals. And they get the clearance again as Armfield gives it off to the run of Carazzo, who doubles back somewhat. Handball out to Scotland, and now the Blues have turned it over. Johnston nodding. Hancock trying to be a bit too clever. Scotland again. Inside 50. There's no Favola in there at the moment. He's having a rest. McGrath sweeps it to Power, who gives it to Black right in the middle of the Gabba. Has a bounce and drills the pass to Brennan. That is a magnificent effort to smother by Jamison or to spoil, but Brennan is still good enough to pick it up and kick his 3rd goal. Again, he's conjured something out of nothing.
The thing about Jared Brennan, he never makes it look simple, does he? The 3 goals that he's got are all pretty special. Angles the ball across the body. Left foot, right foot, doesn't matter.